everyone. It's your favorite chicka chicka boom boom back. It's good. Alright, so I think it's the 5th. I'm pretty sure it's the 5th. I'm gonna take a chance at the 5th. And I have a new thought that I wanted to talk about, right? And this is, and I have inspiration to talk about it from my females, Megan Ashley and B. Simone. Real name's Braylon. I love her real name. And basically their new podcast, new upload came out yesterday. I always listen to the audio first, then I watch the YouTube version, the video on YouTube. And when I tell you, this one is good. When I tell you she talked about some stuff, baby, she talked about some stuff. With that, in just one instant, I just want to talk about one thing, one instance, one thing that they said in the podcast. I mean, she was going in on somebody. I ain't gonna hold it. She was going in on how people love to criticize and dissect artists, especially gospel artists, to the extent where they're talking about their children and things like that. And she said it makes her sick. And she said, do you know how hard it is to be a PK? And when I tell you, baby, everything after that, I was just like, ah! I was screaming, bro, like a banshee. Crazy. Okay, hold on. I got a whole bunch of big trucks in front of me, and Laci needs to get in front of them. Okay, I can't record it any other way. So, yeah. So, like I said, she said, do you know how hard it is to be a PK, baby? When I tell you I screamed, honey, that's what I want to talk about. For people that don't know, never seen my face before, I am the oldest of 3 children. My dad started preaching a year or 2. Was it 2 years? No, it's been years. He's been pastoring the church for as long as I've been, alive and everything. But he's been pastoring for maybe about 30-something years. I'm pretty sure. Almost 30-something years or so. I can't remember. Sorry. And mind you, my family is Southern, right? And I mean Southern, like we Mississippi, Louisiana Southern. My dad's from Mississippi. He's from an older generation. So he's definitely a rare breed in my opinion. And with that, since he is older, he's older than my mom, basically a whole generation, whole decade, the way that he do things, just growing up, versus like now that I look back at it, definitely would be different from modern day or even just PKs from even a different generation still around my age. Anyway, me being the first, the oldest, and the first female, I had to endure some things that my brother and sister didn't have to endure, right? Even to this day, not as much, not as bad, but definitely still gotta endure some stuff. Being the PK, the first one. And here's the thing. Repeat when Megan said people don't know how difficult it is to be a preacher's child, a preacher's kid. Shoot, you don't even have to be, you could be a preacher's grandkid. If not, that's different. I don't know about that, but I know about being the preacher's kid. But the preacher's grandchild, that's something different. But when I tell you, it's like, people don't realize when you have to be a certain image because your daddy preaches the word of God and your mama the first lady. When I tell you people have the biggest microscope on you, just imagine celebrities, right? Celebrities that have to deal with media and things like that. Oh baby, just imagine you in a small town community, especially Southern Baptist, and your daddy a pastor preaching the word of God. People already like, already like have a notion in their heads like he's a pastor, so they gotta be this, that, and the third, and things like that. And then the children are a reflection of them. However the children act in public, like, why should we listen to? When I tell you it is a job, it's a job. Preachers' children are built different, other from all other kids in the world, in my opinion. It's basically like a starter kit to being known in the media, in my opinion. Because we have to go basically our young lives, our whole lives, making sure that, and being taught, and basically putting on this I don't even know what to call it. I can't call it a mask. I can't call it a facade. This show of, ain't nothing wrong with this household. Baby, at the end of the day, my dad may be a servant of God. He may have been called into ministry and to lead his flock, but that does not mean that he doesn't have his own things that he battle with. That doesn't mean my mama don't have her own things that she battle with. That doesn't mean none of us go through stuff just because we church people. Just because we church people. People think that we are perfect. And it's not just people not in the church. It's the people in the church. People want to be in charge. Well, okay, if you want to be in charge, how come God didn't call you into ministry and tell you to pastor this church? Like, I don't get it. I don't. The biggest skeletons be in the church closet. Oh! Okay? And all we try to do is better ourselves so we can tell people about the good news and tell people about Jesus so that they know him for themselves. But when I tell you church people be forgetting that they are human as well, like, baby, you're not perfect. You're not. You're not perfect. Don't try to be perfect, because you can't be perfect. The only perfect person on this earth, in this world, is Jesus. He was perfectly God, perfectly man. So stop thinking that church folk, especially the family of the pastor, are perfect and have to be perfect. And you nitpick and put a microscope on them, making sure, like, oh, look at what they did. Like, ooh, look at their daughter. They just... You really ain't got nothing better to do than to nitpick my family's life. To nitpick me. What about you? What your family doing? That's none of your business. Then stop worrying about mine. If people really stopped, and I mean really stopped, and just focused on themselves, stop worrying about this person, stop worrying about that person, stop worrying about what this person doing on Facebook, stop worrying about what they said on Twitter, stop worrying about what they posted on Instagram, we would be so good. We'd be so good. Because you want to know why? They worried about themselves, because they know at the end of the day it's just them. And that's what I tell myself that all day, every day. I don't care what nobody else does. Okay? I don't care if you're my family member or not. I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about how I look to God. I'm worried about how I look to Jesus. So you can put a microscope on me and try to analyze my life through a lens that don't, through your eyes and stuff like that. Baby, you can do that all day, but guess what? That's all you gonna be, is someone spectating and looking from the outside in. Stop worrying about me. You know how hard it is, y'all, to go to sleep at night knowing you have to be up early in the morning, but your body just is so used to rejecting the sleep at night. And then you just regret it in the morning. That's how I feel. So I had an evening shift, right, at work. And yesterday, I had an evening shift. And I had to make my lunch. I had to make food for my work shift today. I'm going to be there all day. All day. And when I tell you, I'm so tired, guess what? I'm going to get this money. Why do people do that, y'all? Like, you see cars coming. You on this side. You see cars coming. There's a big old gap. But you wait till we get right there up to you to turn. Thank you, Jesus. I have to stop myself from saying stuff that's not showing patience. That's what I'm working on. I'm working on patience. And I think I found the stem of my impatientness. So now that I believe I know where it rooted from, all I gotta do is control the source, or how I react to the source, and it'll help me. Did I say it'd be easy? Nah. Improving and working on yourself is never easy, but it's necessary if you want to grow. Change is necessary. It's hard, but it's necessary. I'm gonna get that tatted on me, because when I tell you, I always say that. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Y'all, when I tell you it's serious how tired I am, I gotta try to drink this. What's today? It's crazy. It's coming up is Resurrection Sunday. My mama asked this question the other day while we was going and get something to eat at Cracker Barrel. Where did the eggs come from? Where did the symbol of the bunny come from? You know, like for Easter, I'm like, right, where did that, like, what's the point of that? It is Resurrection Sunday. It's not Easter. It's Resurrection Sunday. Because that's the real name of that day. Okay? It's not Easter. It's Resurrection Sunday. So where did this bunny and the eggs come from? Like, what is that? That's man-made. Okay? And a lot of people know that. It's a lot of people that are followers of Christ know that, you know, it's just man-made. It's just something to, you know, say, oh, this is what Easter is, you know, like a little spirit thing. Really? I get it. It's a little child-friendly and, you know, it's cute and whatnot, but speak the truth. The truth is, Easter is not Easter. It's Resurrection Sunday. Okay? It's about the story of Christ when he died and rose, where he saved sinners like you and I. That's what it is. So I was like, no clue. Didn't even want to look it up. You know why? Because it's not important. Like, I ain't going out doing little Easter egg hunts and junk. And it's crazy. Every Sunday, well, not every Easter Resurrection Sunday, they would, when I was young, they would make like little bags or little baskets with Easter eggs and candy and stuff in it. Stop doing that, obviously. People grow up. It's just funny. And then when we was passing by the park, we saw a whole bunch of people at the park. Like, what's going on? And then I had a feel like it's probably something for Easter. And it was. They were having like a little Easter egg hunt. What is that? It's so weird, but you know, it's the times now, which is, it's weird.